Thanks for joining us here on Morning Mix. Meet Me at the Fair, a spectacular multimedia celebration of the world's fairs, first begun all the way back in 1791 in Prague. The expedition continues to this day, now called Expo 25, and happening in Japan this year. But back then, music played a key role in the promotion and successes of these great international festivals.
This Sunday, you'll be able to relive the music of some of those world's fairs with the Paragon Ragtime Orchestra performing at the Historical Imperial Theater. Charles Scavullo is executive director with the Imperial and joins us this morning to tell us about the show this weekend, as well as an update with what's happening at the Imperial. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thanks for coming back.
Well, it's great to be back. Thanks.
Now, this is a real trip back in time this Sunday with the Paragon Ragtime Orchestra. Can you give us a rundown on what audiences can expect?
Well, it's a great production. We had Paragon Ragtime Orchestra visited the Imperial in 2016, and at that time they provided background music and sound effects for a silent movie that we were running. This time around, they've offered to do Meet Me at the Fair, and as Cliff said, there's a variety of different musical pieces that have been developed back in the turn of the century, the late 19th and early 20th century, that were made especially for the world's fairs. So we'll have a 10-piece orchestra on the stage, and above the orchestra we'll have a video screen or a movie screen, and we'll be projecting images of those different world's fairs. And it's a combination of old silent movies, artworks, paintings, and photographs. The exciting thing about the production is at the very end they're going to show a silent movie that Thomas Edison made at the time, so that's kind of a cool thing. And then they'll be musically accompanying all the different songs, and we have songs by John Philip Sousa, who actually played at the Imperial Theater many moons ago, and somebody that I discovered just reading the description of the program, Augusta Holmes was a composer from England who was a very dynamic composer and music writer. She was one of the first true feminists in the late 19th century. Was very independent, and actually to overcome discrimination against women in music or doing anything in business back in those days, she actually composed a few songs under a pseudonym, a male pseudonym, just to get her pieces done. So
wow.
It's going to be a great show.
Charles, give us the time and dates for when this show is going to be happening.
It's going to be on Sunday the 16th, and it will be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Doors are at 3 o'clock. Doors to the seating is 3:30. The tickets are general admission, so best to get there a little early so you can grab a good seat. The tickets are a $20 ticket, and then we're offering discounts for senior, military, students and children, and we also have a JAGS perk discount for Augusta University students.
Awesome. So no excuse not to come see this performance.
Definitely.
This is just one of many performances coming to the Imperial. So can you share some info about other events on the way?
Yeah, definitely. I have a cheat sheet. So take advantage of
Well,
that.
of course you do. That's a lot, because there's a lot to cover.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover. The Augusta Players are presenting The Wizard of Oz on February 28th, Saturday, March 1st, and Sunday, March 2nd. They've been hard at work with that. They're in rehearsals, and if you look on Facebook on the Augusta Players Facebook page, you can see information about that and what they're doing in the run-up to that. Miss Monique, a local playwright and DJ, has got her stage play Unavailable coming on Saturday, March 15th, and we just opened tickets for sale for the Colton Ballet's repertoire, which will be on Saturday, April 26th. And then the Augusta Players return in May for their season finale, which is Anastasia. Mm-hmm. So for information, you can go to imperialtheater.com. For the Augusta Players productions, you can get tickets at the imperialtheater.com or go to augustaplayers.org and get tickets there.
The Imperial has just been a staple in downtown Augusta for so many years, and there's been a renovation project in the works, and unfortunately I think we're about a minute left here, but I want to really cover this project that's been in the work for a number of years now. How is that going, and what's the agenda for future updates with the Imperial?
We're in the process of trying to raise money. We're going to need ultimately $8 to $9, $10 million. If we can raise $4 to $6 million, we can get the first 3 phases done comfortably. The first phase is a reimagination of the front of the house. The lobby as it currently exists and concessions on left and right will go away. Concessions will be consolidated and made more streamlined and more efficient. We'll also be installing new ladies' rooms, new men's rooms, and we're also working on an HVAC project for the theater itself, and we're actually talking to HVAC consultants right now about improving the airflow and reducing the noise in the seating area, which I know everybody will appreciate.
Okay, absolutely. Just some photos right there from the renovation so far. Again, this Sunday is the time for the Paragon Ragtime Orchestra. Meet me at the fair, and that will be starting again at 4 o'clock. ImperialTheater.com for that show info and all the other events that are going to be happening there. Always good to see you, Charles.
Good to see you too.
Thanks so
also.
much for coming by.
Thank you. Pleasure.